Hello, hello. I am back in my studio, which is very nice to be home. Big news this week. Bruce Springsteen selling his publishing for $500 million. Ooh, that is some money, isn't it? Now, this is a record-setting transaction, the LA Times says, anyway. And it has been reported that other artists too have been selling off their publishing. Stevie Nicks, James Brown, Neil Young, Paul Simon, Bob Dylan sold his for $300 million. It's so much money, and I thought I would ask your reaction because it's just an interesting topic. Publishing is something that is kind of a prized possession. One of the things that I've learnt, not that I've had any offers, definitely not close to 500 million, is to keep 100% of it. Never sell it until someone comes around saying, hey, 500 million? Would that do? It was interesting. Springsteen said in a statement released Thursday, I am one artist who can truly say that when I signed with Columbia Records in 1972, I came to the right place. Yes, you did. During the last 50 years, the men and women of Sony Music have treated me with the greatest respect as an artist and as a person. I'm thrilled that my legacy will continue to be cared for by the company and people I know and trust. Now, he's worked with them for 50 years, so selling to them for that price, it makes sense, not dealing with, inheritance or whatever happens once these artists move on. I can't imagine the discussions around the Christmas dinner table, trying to argue over the money of these estates. But I just thought it would be interesting to gauge your reaction. So I asked on Instagram what your thoughts were, and I'm just going to read them. Smart move. I think it's pretty silly people are upset. He chose to sell his catalogue. Good for the boss. Indeed. Does Mayer own his own masters? Anyone who knows? Now, quite a lot of us found out about this via an Instagram post John Mayer posted, and he just had an interesting take on the sale. And yeah, who knows? Maybe Mayer is vying for $501 million or so in future. But he's probably got, another 30 years to go before... I don't know. Would I buy John Mayer's catalogue for 500 million? I mean, if I had... No, we don't need to think about it, do we? Because that's never going to happen. It's worth double. He's earned it, so can do what he wants, is my take. Yeah, fair enough, he has earned it. I mean, he was the one who created it. He's the one who's had the career. He's the one who's put out, 20 albums? Won 20 Grammys? 65 million albums sold? Do you know what? It's kind of like win-win, because when you think about it, he was in the era of the music industry when artists actually earned money from sales, before, obviously, streaming. And so he kind of wins twice. Damn. Sellout, but good for him. He's at a point in his career where this makes sense. I don't know about you, but I find the word sellout really tricky. I never like using it, and I never think that we should use it because, yes, if someone's doing something morally wrong and promoting something advert-wise that's, awful, then, yeah, that probably is the way to say... That's probably the word to use, sorry. It's sellout would then apply. But when someone is just literally selling their music, which has been their business for the last 50 years, sellout is definitely the wrong word. I think we need to sort of analyse it a little bit more and take care with it. Because in one way, it's good to sell out. Like if you're in the music industry and you're able to run a business, and who knows what he's going to do with the 500 million? Who knows actually how much of that actually goes back to him and his estate? And then who knows what he does with it as well? Because you just never know what's going on behind the scenes. So we can't be too quick to judge. And yeah, the word sellout is... I don't know. Maybe it also comes from insecurity, because as a musician, like me making YouTube videos, that could be seen by some as selling out, but it's not. And I don't know. I don't know. I would like to know your comments as well. The word sellout really sort of bugs me a little bit. Win. I hope he uses it for a good cause. Well, we shall see. Hope he's got a good accountant, or it's a lot of tax. Yeah, it would be a lot of tax. It would be. It's a common thing to do nowadays for artists. Not me. I don't know if it's good or bad. Okay, Simon Teapot. Who dis? Go on Spotify and listen to Bruce Springsteen's music, because if you're saying who dis, you need to hear those songs again from the main man, from the boss. What a great dad. Maybe he sells all and re-records them like Taylor. I don't think he's gonna re-record all of them like Taylor. It's not quite the same thing that happened there, but that's pretty funny. We'll be hearing a lot more Springsteen now that they have to recoup that 0.5 billion. Sad. It's like he doesn't care about his music anymore. No, that's not the case. That is not the case. I don't think that's the case whatsoever. When I think of Bruce Springsteen, the thing that really helped me keep going when no one was listening was knowing that Bruce Springsteen was doing these 4-hour concerts. And I was doing these 4-hour cover sets, very different audience sizes, very different repertoire, just very different circumstances. But it spurred me on, knowing that he was up there on stage just going for it for 4 hours. So I think when you say he doesn't care about his music anymore, that's not true. He cares. But yeah, I don't think, again, it's just such a minefield. It's sort of going back to the sellout thing. It's not about that. It's a business move, isn't it? Could have lended me a few bucks, ... Antonius, if you had anything to do with the repertoire that he has written and recorded over the last 50 years, I would say, yeah, he could probably throw you a few bucks, but no. Think of it as, what can we all do for the next, however old you are, from where you're beginning. For me, I've got another 40 years or so. What can we all do to one day be in the position that we could sell our catalogues for 500 million? Because I think that is an interesting thing. It's been done now. Who knows whose next catalogue is going to be sold for what? Like, who's going to be the first artist that signs a deal for $1 billion? And to be honest, there are some artists out there that could possibly do that, depending on whether they already own their publishing, whether contracts are up for renewal or whatever it is going on. But maybe, when you are told to not really have achievable goals, like definitely have like little ones that you can achieve along the way, but have the extraordinary goal that's so out of your reach that you'll never achieve it. And it's not even really about achieving it. It's about having a mindset of enjoying the process of getting there, rather than just hoping to do the thing and then say you've made it, because that's obviously not how life works at all. So for me, it's selling out Wembley Stadium. Wembley Stadium is far beyond anything I could do right now, and that's fine. Yes, sometimes my videos get 80,000 plus hits and I have a fair few more subscribers on this channel, but getting them all into one stadium in one city at one time on the same evening, it's so crazily unattainable right now that it kind of keeps me going. And it's like, okay, well, even if I do it when I'm 72, I'll have enjoyed every step of the way. And also, yeah, I need to just keep writing and recording and keep uploading YouTube videos too. But yeah, that mindset of being like, oh, if only he could lend me some money. It's like, no. Go out and do your own thing and be inspired by this. Like, yes, his career was at a very different time, but he went out and did it. So what can we go out and do? What can we make for ourselves? I'm shocked, but hey, they don't call him the boss for nothing. Hashtag making big moves. They got like 7 to 10 good songs. Bruce robbed them blind. Mate, that's so mean. That is so mean. Go back and go on Spotify and actually listen to all his records, because that's not true. That's not fair. Get your money, player. And the one to end on, good on him. 50 years hard work has paid off. You could secure $500 million for your family, wouldn't you? I guess it's if you could secure $500 million for your family. Yeah, I think it's really interesting. It's, you know, it's not 500 million just cash. It will be less than that, that ends up in his bank account. But I don't know. I'm kind of encouraged and inspired. I know it's completely unattainable for how the music industry is going now. But what does it mean? Like, the art of publishing in the music industry is such a strange business for me. It's never really made sense, and I think times are changing for it. But, you know, one of the interesting things I found out was Sony Music Publishing owning the rights to / earning income from more than 30% of all songs streamed on Spotify. So, you know, by them doing this, it's just adding more to their collection. And 30% of all the songs streamed on Spotify, when any one of us can upload to it, you know, via services like DistroKid or something, that's a huge, huge chunk of recorded material. So I don't know. I feel positive about it. I don't think you can really call him a sellout. I think it is a bit like, as John Mayer said, selling a startup business. It's business. He's also had his career, and he's also, you know, he's had the ability to make these records because of Columbia supporting him. So, you know, there we go. There's my take. There's your take. Very interesting topic. It'll be interesting to see who sells next. But yeah, now I'm going to just go and listen to his catalogue and, I don't know, sing some of his songs. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up and comment below with your thoughts. But otherwise, I'll see you very soon.